Yesterday I wasn't feeling 100%. I don't know, just fighting off something. And I didn't eat all day, and then I was suddenly really, really hungry. So I looked for something quick, and I had these in the house post-Christmas. I didn't eat them over Christmas. They were just there, but I thought, I'll have one bag. That'll help me fill the gap. Well, 1 turned into 2, turned into 3, turned into 4. Now, in the old days, this might have turned into even more, and then more and more and more. It might have actually triggered a binge. And it didn't. Now, why did this happen? It happened because I was unprepared. I hadn't cooked anything. My hunger was there. There was an old habit pattern there to go to these things. Lots of things. And also, these were in the house. It wouldn't have happened if they weren't in the house. Now, what would have happened before? I would have felt really guilty. I would have felt lots of shame. I would have felt lots of guilt. That inner critic in me would have just been like, oh, right, you're rubbish, blah, 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 blah. And then I just would have had all or nothing thinking and eaten everything and anything in the house. So that's what happened yesterday. Today, I got myself organised. These are potatoes and these are potatoes, right? But the difference with these potatoes, as yummy as they might be, is that they are moorish. They are laden with salt, and there's fat in them, and they've been manipulated basically to taste really good. So they want you to buy more and they want you to eat more, and that's what happens. And you are fighting a very old system in your brain with willpower, which I didn't have in the middle of the night, and I woke up and I wasn't very well. I needed something to eat, so I'm going to go to whatever is fast. That is survival instinct. I understand that now. I didn't understand that years ago. But they're potatoes and they're potatoes. Just different. This is processed, obviously, and this is unprocessed. And it behaves very, very differently on your mind, in your body, on your physiology. So today I took some of these, a little bit of this, a couple of these, and some herbs and spices, and I apologise for the videoing. The lighting's terrible, but you get the point. The message is more important than the lighting. And I've made this, topped with nutritional yeast, and I'm going to sit down and really enjoy this. And I know, in fact, I'll probably have 2 bowls. And I know that even if I had 4 bowls of this, it's going to be so much better and healthier for my body than 4 packets of these. Now, why do I want to share this with you, and why would you care? The thing is, people think that if you're doing mindfulness, that you have to be perfect all the time, that you've got it. Oh, right, she's a mindful eater, or she's lost the weight. No, it's constant. It's ongoing. It gets easier, a lot easier, but it's ongoing. It's a learning process. It's a lifelong thing. It's not a burden like my cravings used to be. And when I was a food addict, I actually quite enjoy these moments of insights. This was mindless. It was mindless because I was tired. It was mindless because I was hungry. It was mindless because I was ill. It was mindless because I reverted to old patterns. But I overcame, in that mindless moment, I was able to see that it was just a mindless moment. I could actually appreciate that mindless moment did not have to determine what happened from there on in. And there's no guilt, no shame, no activated stress about it. It just was what it was. I stopped. I could have eaten more. It didn't fill me up. I learned from when I'd done it before. It's like, you can keep going. You can eat 10 of these. You can eat 20 of them, and you're still not going to feel satisfied, because what you like, me personally, is not in these packets. What I like is a volume of food. I like to eat a lot of food. And what my cells need, not in these packets. So it's about finding it's getting to know you and your habits and your body and your mind. And that's what the journey is about. It's not about what anybody tells me. I can eat these if I want. I've eaten them. It doesn't matter. I'm not bad because it's not I've had a bad day, how I used to say it years ago, because I ate some crisps. No. They weren't very clever choices for me. Not because somebody has told me not to eat them, because I know that where it will lead, and I know that they're nutritionally void, whereas this is full of nutrition. So in mindless moments, that's where the learning can come in. Now, look, I've had many moments when I've been mindless and I've eaten 10 packets of these. And I didn't learn at that moment in time. But afterwards, when I was being mindful about how I felt after eating 10 packets, then that fed in to my learning. So that's why I was able to stop at 4 packets this time. I haven't actually eaten 4 packets of crisps in one day in years and years and years and years and years. That behaviour that I thought was completely gone. But it's sneaky, you know, it's tricky. It's kind of the underpinnings are still there, but mindfulness helps you to see the pattern. I have to go because I have no more space. Okay, I hope that makes some sort of sense. I'm going to go enjoy this now before it gets too cold.